I've spent the last 10 years obsessively trying to master every modern guitar technique I could possibly find. Alternate picking, economy picking, tapping, sweep picking, hybrid picking, swibrid picking, selective picking, thumping, basically anything you can think of. And today I'm actually going to share with you which ones actually changed my playing the most. And if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Lukas and I help guitar players to get over that intermediate rut so they can finally become the players they deserve to be. And without further ado, let's get started with today's video. The most important thing I want to mention is that they're all called techniques for a reason. They should help you to express your ideas a bit more creatively when songwriting. That's all it is. Otherwise, it's like learning a spray painting technique just so you can say, yes, I know how to do it. Instead, you can be like, hey, look at my painting that I've done using the spray painting technique, right? So when deciding what technique to learn, make sure you love the sound of it to start with. Whether that's down picking, alternate picking, string skipping, selective picking, or thumping, make sure you genuinely become obsessed by the sound of that technique. As when things become challenging, that extra motivation will help you to push through without giving up. That's why I'm going to first go through one of each technique so you can decide or maybe even explore some of the new ones you haven't come across yet. I've also divided into two categories, not lead or rhythm playing, as they can be all used for both, but instead picking hand techniques and fretting hand techniques. And we're starting first with picking hand techniques, and the first one on the list is down picking. That happens when you combine just continuous downstroke movements one after the other. It's used in punk, rock or metal. Down picking is definitely harder than it looks, but it's the secret to that punchy, aggressive tone. Next on the list is the good old down-up alternate picking. The bread and butter, the absolute foundation. If your picking hand is in sync with your fretting hand, this will expose it. Master this early or you will struggle with everything else. Next we have economy picking. All it is just combining downstrokes and upstrokes together into semi-sweeps that allows you to just glide through the strings. It's efficient and smooth but hard to keep clean, as you'll often use the rolling fingers technique. After that is sweep picking. Iconic in neoclassical music and modern metal, so if you're into arpeggiated sound, then sweep picking is how you'll be able to achieve that. Next is hybrid picking. One of my absolute favorites, as it allows you to create some incredible phrasing and wide interval sounds. If you want to stop sounding like everyone else, then hybrid picking is the way to go. And combine sweep picking with hybrid picking and you get swibrid picking. Advanced techniques for aliens only. I still haven't found much use for it, so definitely wouldn't start here. Another modern guitar technique is thumping. Originating from bass, thumping combines double thumb stroke with fingerstyle picking. It's percussive, rhythmic, brutal, and also musical if done right. Thanks to this technique, I was able to break into the world of polyrhythmic phrasing, where you take, for example, 16 notes within a bar and separate them into the groups of 4, 4, 3, 5. Another way to use your fingers is obviously for tapping. Whether it's a single finger tapping or multiple, this technique is very popular amongst all shredders, as it also allows you to skip between the strings easily, which is the next technique. One of my most used techniques, as you can create some amazing intervallic lines either using alternate picking, hybrid picking, or tapping. And lastly, we have selective picking. This technique actually changed a lot for me because same as thumping, I was able to break from the regular 4x4 phrasing and instead coming up with more polyrhythmic combinations such as this one. Selective picking is very hard as you basically need to desync your hands, but if you're looking for ways how to break from the regular 4x4 so you can sound a bit more modern, then this is definitely the way to do it. And that's all for the picking hand techniques. Let's now move on to the 5 fretting hand techniques. And the first one on the list is legato. If you want your phrasing to sound fluid and smooth, then definitely double down on legatos. Next are slides. Underestimated but very powerful if you want your solos to breathe and sing. Another important expressive technique is vibrato. If your notes sound a bit dead, then try adding vibrato before buying a new amp or guitar, as is the bread and butter for many guitarists you look up to. And obviously hand in hand goes bends. And if you combine slides, bends and vibratos, you've got a great lead package going on. Next on the list are harmonics. Whether they're the natural ones or artificial ones. Or even tapped ones. They can add a real fresh sound to the notes you're playing. So these are the most common fretting hand techniques. I hope I haven't forgot any other important ones. If I did, please excuse me and just let me know in the comments below. But with that being said, these techniques are not necessarily to impress strangers on Instagram. They should give you a freedom to finally sound like what's in your head. Freedom to walk into a jam session and creating music that you're actually proud of. If I had to strip everything down and keep only one technique that actually had the biggest impact for my playing, it would definitely be a proper alternate picking, as that's genuinely the foundation for everything you'll be doing on a guitar. If your picking hand isn't synced with your fretting hand, alternate picking will definitely expose it for you. And if I could add 2 more techniques to the list, then I would choose hybrid picking and either thumping or selective picking, due to the songwriting capabilities. And to wrap this video up, instead of now practicing your ass off trying to collect all these techniques like Pokemon cards, instead get obsessed with the sound of one of these techniques. Just one. Make it your voice, make it your fingerprint, make it part of your songwriting whenever you can. And with that being said, each of these techniques require a decent amount of hand synchronization. So if you're ready to get your hands properly synced, then check out this video over here where I've prepared a full play-along hand sync routine for you as a thank you for being here. Keep the guitar alive and I'll see you in the next video.